So what draws you to a short like this?
Well, this was an exciting one because Richard is somebody who Tom and I, my boyfriend who is in the movie, Tom Cullen, who's also an actor and who's fantastic, we were all sitting at a table eating dinner, and Richard kind of mentioned that the eclipse was happening and he was going to go down, and would we like to come? And we're like, yeah, that sounds great. And then he sort of got this look on his face that was like, wait, I'm a filmmaker, you're actors, we're buddies with a lot of writers, we have a crew, let's make something. So it was super organic and super kind of off the cuff, and then Richard did a lot of work to make it actually happen.
Tatiana got immediately excited about the prospect of doing an uncut sequence, and I remember her saying it'd be like theatre, there would be no second take. I don't think she actually thought I would follow it up a few weeks later with we're shooting this day to this day, are you available? And luckily enough, my two friends, the writers, Ben and Kate, they came up with an idea that fit the crazy kind of concept.
That's the biggest pressure I can imagine, because you can't mess that up.
I would love to know what you admire most about your character.
In which?
In Souls of Totality.
The thing I admire the most...
Or your own personal character in life?
My character?
What's your best attribute?
My face and my smile. No, my favorite part of Souls of Totality, in terms of my character, is that she is profoundly complicated. Yeah.
Care to elaborate?
Well, she's...
Or is that some of the complication?
That is some of the complication, but she's definitely in a place where she's having to make a decision in this short film about between her faith and the thing that she was sort of born to believe and the love of her life.
What would your cult's name be?
I think it's Beyond Names. I think that's
a great name.
It's like so, yeah, Beyond Names with a Z.
My word. I think can it be a symbol?
Sure.
Like Prince had a symbol, you know?
Absolutely.
I think it would be a symbol, something with edges, hard edges, triangle, kind of
geometric.
Yeah, flat, geometric. We're just probably 3 triangles next to each other that look like teeth, but bottom teeth of some kind of angry animal.
Would you be a leader or a follower?
Follower, for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What makes you say that?
It's less work. Don't you think?
I don't know.
You don't have to come up with the stuff.
I would definitely be a follower. Who would want to be a leader?
Both of you said that.
No, I would be the follower that would try and become.
Usurp.
I would sneak it. I would try and. I would probably annoy everybody, and they would be like, just make him the bloody leader.
Being in a film with your significant other. Hesitations, challenges.
Well, we'd done it once before. We did a film called The Other Half that screened at South by Southwest, and Tom and I played romantic opposites. Romantic opposites? That's what it's called, right? Yeah. And I was more scared to go into that one because it was the first time we'd done that. And it was very heavy material, and I didn't know what it was going to be like to sit opposite the person I know the best and perform. And I just thought, I was just scared of that. I was scared of what that was going to be. But he was so incredible to work with. It was just like breathing. It was so easy for the two of us together. So we've since collaborated. I think this last year we worked together 4 times on 4 different things.
Do you ever have creative differences?
Yeah, for sure.
How do you resolve this?
Collaboration. I feel like that's why you have a bunch of different perspectives and voices, and why it's so important to populate the crew and the set with a diverse group of people. Because that's what inspires, I think, is creative difference. When you're kind of pulled out of your comfort zone or made to look at something differently. Yeah.
What do you think the most either emotionally or logistically challenging scene was to shoot?
The ball scene. And it's difficult for anyone to understand without having seen the film, but there is a scene where a massive 700-pound Wagyu beef bull shows up, and you can't really direct a bull.
What?
And, we didn't want the farmers mistreating the bull, and we had to just be very patient and wait to see what the bull did and react with it. And my wife was saying that she was standing behind the camera doing Reiki on the bull, and the writer Kate was like praying, please let this work. And when it worked, everyone had them just their heart in their mouth, and it worked, and it was crazy.
Definitely that big 4-minute or the big unbroken eclipse scene, because it just required a lot of different levels of emotion, technical kind of specificity, and then also just being present to this massive universal shift that's happening. Is so beyond us as filmmakers or as actors. We kind of have to just be, witness to it and embrace it. That was definitely.
As someone who was witness to sort of the phenomenon of, do you kind of believe in the supernatural like that, or the cosmic?
What, the planets move?
Well, that's
I do.
It's more science.
Yeah.
But the kind of like additional things we attribute to things like, oh, the stars have aligned, and
I think we're all made out of water, so we're like. We're sloshing around with whatever those magnetic poles are. I think that it's real. I think so.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
I mean, I don't think there's a right or a wrong answer.
Yeah.
We're all made of stars.
I'm not in a cult.
That was like a vehement denial.
Yeah, I'm not in a cult.
Like, I swear.
I'm definitely not in a cult. Yeah.
How do you define success?
How you feel inside, if you feel proud of what you've done.
I don't know. I think for me it's like making stuff that I care about, regardless of the size of it, regardless of the response to it. It's like doing something that I believe in.
What's some of the best advice you've been given?
I can tell you the worst advice I've been given.
That was the second question, so let's hit that.
Don't fulfill your ambitions too quickly. I was a runner on a film set at the age of 16 years old, and one of the gaffers came up to me and said, he saw a young kid on the film set, he goes, don't fulfill your ambitions too quickly or you have nothing left. And I remember thinking, what a moron. That's totally not the way to go.
Some of the worst advice you've received.
Join this cult.
Again, I feel like there's a lot of
I'm not in a cult.
I'm not in a cult.
I'm not
in a cult. What is your least favorite candy?
I can tell you my favorite candy.
What's your favorite candy?
Red licorice.
Candy?
Yes.
Oh.
Apparently Necco wafers are out.
No, not good. Just chocolate. Any chocolate.
Any chocolate?
Yeah.
What's your least favorite candy?
I was going to say it's the soap gum, but I don't really care.
Soap gum.
Have you ever had the soap gum?
I've never had soap gum.
There was this gum in like convenience machines. What are those called? Candy machines. That you get.
Gumball machines.
Yeah,
Usually,
yeah. So 25 cents is a gumball machine, and a gumball would come out and it tasted like soap.
Interesting. Growing up,
who
was your favorite fictional hero or heroine?
Raphael from the Ninja Turtles.
I love that you didn't even hesitate.
No, I was like, can't wait to say this one.
Okay. Is there another comic book hero or heroine or villain you'd ever want to?
Jughead. But like the original Jughead, none of this hot Jughead stuff.
We call Jughead hot now?
I don't know. I've never seen the show.
Okay.
But just like crown and a burger.
Living or dead, who is someone you'd like to collaborate with that you haven't already?
The Beastie Boys.
I would love to work with Bad Robot and J.J. Abrams. I love the energy he brings to his films. It would be an amazing person to really listen to and to collaborate with.
What is one thing you wish you had more time for?
Traveling.
Where would you go?
Wandering around in Costa Rica.
Got attacked by a crab there? It was terrible.
Oh man, we saw a crab,
the blue crab?
fight a cockroach in our bedroom.
Oh, thank you.
No, it was great.
No!
Because we're like, we don't want this cockroach. And then the crab came out of nowhere, killed the cockroach. Then we knocked the crab out of the room. It was great.
What's a genre or story that you have not done yet that you would like to next?
I'd love to do a thriller.
What is one thing you hope people take away from this film?
I hope that, I don't know, I hope that they question what happens at the end. I hope that they talk about that experience of what it was to kind of go through that with these two characters. And I hope that they feel something, because it's a very short film. A lot happens, but I think it has quite a deep emotional impact. So that's what I hope. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the film.
Thank you very much.